What is this old tool that's been in the family for 3 generations in eastern Maryland? It's a wooden shaft with a red wooden half-sphere on one end and a metal head with short tines on the other end. Perhaps 24 to 30 inches long, with no markings. I tried Google Lens to no avail. I thought it might be a handheld boot scraper, but I can't find any images that match variations of those search terms. The handle may have been replaced at some point, but I'm not sure. It came from a home of people that had horses, so maybe something relating to that. They also had a trucking business. Any ideas? It's a late 19th century carpet stretcher. You would push the end with your hand or knee, and its teeth would grip and dig into the carpet. Your body weight would flatten and stretch the carpet as you pushed. I found this at a strip mall. I spent at least 3 minutes trying to figure it out, but I don't get it. The black electrical tape, cement, and pipe fitting on the bottom led me to believe it was connected to something at one point. The blue painter's tape makes me think the horn was later added. I initially thought it might have been something to scare off animals that someone tore up from someone else's property. I ruled that out as there didn't seem to be any electrical stuff to power such a thing. What the heck is it for? It's a one-man band instrument from the 1960s to the 80s. This is a quintessentially northern Midwest American instrument with Central European influences, played by bouncing it on the ground and striking, strumming, and snapping its various appendages. I am nearly certain this one is made by the Fiddle Factory Incorporated in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. What is this brass item with lead counterweight, found in a dump with 3 others that are the same? Around 20 centimeters long, about 500 grams, and the shell-like part moves down when pushed. It has no stamps, engravings, or inscriptions, so our internet searches have not proved fruitful. The embellishments appear to be flowers and leaves. Any ideas or help would be appreciated. It's an antique billiard table mechanical pocket from the 1800s. When a ball landed in a pocket, this thing opened, revealing the ball. When the ball is returned to the table, the jaw is weighted to close again on its own. What is this solid metal with 4 divots on the base, found in the basement of an antique collector? It was found amongst things in a basement laundry area that were either items from the 50s or antiques. It says Defiance on it, and patented May 1st, 1894. What was it intended for? It's a cobbler's shoe form repair stand. There was a detachable metal shoe form on the top of it for making or repairing shoes. Almost like it was a shoe-shaped anvil, rather than a last-shaped anvil. My hometown had an Italian shoemaker who had a couple of these in his shop. Mom wanted a pair of his shoes, but we were too poor to afford them. What is this little picture booklet? This is a picture booklet of my great-grandmother from sometime in the late 19th century. My mother thinks it might be a dance card, but it doesn't look like any I've seen online. It's all made from cardstock other than the onion paper-like inner cover. Thank you for your consideration. It's a photo folder with carbon paper for protection, called a cabinet card. It was a style of photograph that was widely used for photographic portraiture after 1870. They came in many shapes, just a nice professional photo print. I collect antique photo prints, and I have quite a few of like this in my own collection, and have seen many more. It's just an artsy shape. I am also an archivist by trade. What is this heavy brass thing I found in pasture, near my granny's 150-year-old house? It's a plug-like thing, with a small spike inside, maybe for water. And it says patented March 8th, 1898, and Rochester. Around 2 inches in diameter, 2.75 inches tall, and weighs 12.8 ounces. Does anyone have any information? This patent tap for barrels or casks has the right date, and some similar looking parts in the image. Patented by Rudolph F. Stahl of Boston, Massachusetts, for the Rochester Banging Apparatus Company of Rochester, New York. It is something that screws into a barrel in order to secure the tap in place. What is this glass pipe found in my dead grandma's cutlery? She wasn't smoking, and neither was my late grandpa. My father doesn't recall ever seeing either of them smoking. Was this just for display? It does look like a nice piece of glass craftsmanship. It's from an ex-Soviet country, and it was in a drawer. This generation and my mum's generation love to display their glassware in a cabinet with glass doors and not use them. However, this pipe was in a drawer beneath probably for decades. Any ideas? It's a brandy or cognac pipe, made in Czechoslovakia in the 70s. The concept of cognac pipes dates back to the European Renaissance. These conversation starters are uniquely designed so your hand warms the spirits as you sip through the stem, while the narrow top traps the aroma inside the glass, enhancing the flavor of liqueurs. What is this brass hinge thing with a hook that slides along side to side? Literally, it's not a hinge, as a hinge has fixings on both sides of the hinge. This has fixings on one side and a hinged arm on the other with a sliding hook on it. Any ideas? This is a brass chimney crane, also called a fireplace crane or a pot crane. It was commonly used in homes during the American colonial period and 18th to 19th century Western Europe. They were designed to hold a pot in the fireplace and pull it out, usually used for cooking stews. What is this heavy black metal box with two clamps on top, found in an old paper mill museum in Wisconsin that is closing, but no one knows what it is? It's about 12 inches wide, 5 to 6 inches deep, and 8 inches tall, and there is no visible brand or serial number. It has a wheel on the right that raises the center bar and turns the gauge. Someone from a separate museum in Georgia has another, but they also do not know what it is. Any idea what it could be for? Please let us know down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's make life fun.